Hi, my name is Cindy Farr, and I'm the Incident Commander for the Missoula County Health Department's COVID-19 response. Today is Wednesday, June 3rd, and this is my daily briefing. We've still only had a total of 42 cases to date in Missoula. 40 of those cases were identified by testing and 2 were epi-linked. We've had 40 recoveries and 1 death, and we have no active cases in isolation currently. The state of Montana has had a total of 525 cases, including 2 new cases today in Yellowstone County, and there have been 17 deaths statewide. Across the country, we're seeing a diversity of responses to significant and heartbreaking recent events, from peaceful protests to riotous behaviors. Peaceful protests include things like nonviolence and thoughtful and inclusive language and speech. Behaviors more related to riotous protests look like violence and destruction of personal, private, and public property. To this end, this morning we'd like to acknowledge the rights bestowed upon United States citizens to free and peaceful speech and assembly. We also want to remind folks that we are still managing a worldwide pandemic at this time, and we need to continue to be really careful and thoughtful with our behaviors, particularly in group settings during our phased reopening. We do have the power, ability, and capability to continue prevention practices such as physical distancing, hand washing, sanitizing, and cloth face coverings. The importance and efficacy of these prevention behaviors cannot be underscored enough, especially when we take a step back and look at epidemiological trends across the country. We're now starting to see the virus spread from cities to more rural parts of the United States like Montana. This is not unexpected given things like population density and healthcare infrastructure. This is why we continue monitoring a variety of factors to guide our COVID response. In addition to active cases, we look at national, state, and county virus trends and testing supplies. We also monitor local healthcare infrastructure, especially in Missoula, a healthcare hub serving people from a variety of counties and states across the Intermountain West. The governor's Phase 2 directive started earlier this week on June 1st, and we provided guidance on how that directive will be implemented locally in Missoula County. Remember that travel restrictions have been removed and the group sizes have been increased, allowing for things like travel and tourism, as well as smaller, safely planned and executed events. As the states open up and travel increases, we need to remain apprised of local orders, directives, and guidance. It is each person's responsibility to know about and respect local orders and directives in any locality that you might be traveling through or to at this time. In Missoula County, group sizes without social distancing must be 50 people or fewer. You're still strongly encouraged to maintain safe space between individuals within that 50-person limit, as well as practicing prevention behaviors such as wearing cloth face covering so that it covers both your mouth and your nose, and trying not to fiddle with the mask. It's important to continue to wash your hands frequently and consistently. Use hand sanitizer when you're out and about, especially if you cannot access a restroom for hand washing. Identify different ways to acknowledge one another instead of handshakes or high fives. You can do air high fives or just wave hello, perhaps even a call and response if you're at a peaceful protest. Thank you for continuing to take time to learn about and respect our local orders and directives. We provide specific guidance on our county website, and we share current information across our social media platforms. Continue referring to these resources and state guidance to stay appraised of the current guidelines and expectations and responsibilities. We've worked really hard for a long time to keep our case counts low, which really means that we're keeping Montanans safe and healthy. So let's continue to put in the good work for good outcomes, especially at this time where everything is very tumultuous. That's it for my daily briefing. Please, everybody, stay healthy and safe out there. As always, you can subscribe to me on YouTube under my name, Cindy Farr. That's CindyFarr. You can follow us on Facebook at the Missoula City County Health Department's Facebook page. You can call 258-INFO if you would like to schedule an appointment for a COVID test through our drive-through testing facility at the fairgrounds or one of our off-site clinics. You can also call that number if you just have general questions about COVID-19 or want to know what resources might be available to you. And as always, you can check our website at missoula.co/cvirus. So until tomorrow, everybody stay safe and healthy, and I will talk to you then.